put this video off for far too long. Um, if you know me online, you would know that I have very strong opinions on all, what is it, 5, 6 new Spino figures we got this year. I mean, they're all okay they all have their issues and their pros to an extent, but I've made clear I have incredibly strong opinions about them. If you're on Dino Nation, if you're not, go check that out. I'm a moderator on there. I have talked in depth about every single one of these, how much I like them or hate them, and I just think that I should finally make a video where, I actually go in and talk about them and give my full-on opinion, instead of just babbling it online in Discord. I'm actually going to do this based on date, so I'm going to start off with the first figure to come out, and then I'll go off all to the most recent. I'm not going to waste any time, let's just get right into this. So the first one to come out was, for a while, my least favorite, and by least favorite, that's nice. I mean, I hated it so much. I hated it with a passion it does not deserve, but I thought it did. Most of you probably know what that is. It's the Safari LTD Spinosaurus. I just really did not like this thing. The figure itself was, I felt, very poor for Safari standards. Accuracy-wise, it was okay. It had some issues, but that wasn't the real problem. The real problem was the pose. The pose was, is terrible. It was so unnatural, so weird, so just disfigured and disproportionate. It looked like its legs were like physically broken somehow. I don't know, maybe it like fell off a waterfall onto the bottom, broke both its legs, and is like crawling on the ground, just trying to like escape from an incoming Sarcosuchus. It's very weird. It's not natural. It just looks incredibly strange, and I don't know. I mean, now I don't think I like it, but I've gotten used to it. I don't have the figure in hand, but I have recently ordered it. It should be coming roughly next week, if I'm lucky. And I'll get a bit more of a detailed response by then, when I do an unboxing video. But I mean, I can't stop talking about that pose. It's so bad. The paint scheme, I'm just gonna try and move away from that. The paint scheme is not very good either. It's kind of boring. The squiggly lines on the back look very boring. The yellow actually looks a bit nicer in hand from what I've seen. It's not just yellow, there's browns a bit more there. It looks a bit more appealing, but it's not perfect in any way. Although, one thing it does have going for it is size. The thing is hella big from what I've seen. It's like larger than the Collecte one, larger than the Schleich one, which is what I'm going to be talking about after. It's bigger than, well, I think it's bigger than the Carnegie Spino. It's a decent sized figure, and that's definitely nice. But overall, I'm going to have to give this thing like, I don't know, 5.5, maybe a 6 out of 10. I don't know what you want from me. Next up is a one that I definitely kinda said it was better than it really was, and that is the Schleich Spino. Now, we know Schleich. Schleich never makes good stuff. I mean, 90% of the dinosaurs they make look terrible. I mean, have you seen the Elasmosaurus they released for 2019? It's basically just a Loch Ness monster. I don't know why they even made it. They shouldn't have. They should have just, like, canceled it the moment that they revealed it. Actually, they should have canceled it just during the freaking designing phase. They must have just realized what they were doing. But I don't know, wrong figure to talk about right now. Just gotta talk about that Spino. I definitely consider it to be way better than it really was. I mean, it's not bad. I still think it's better than the Safari one. Until I get the Safari one in hand, I'll not be 100% sure. But, I mean, the detailing is decent. It's scientifically accurate. In fact, I believe it's probably the most scientifically accurate out of all the figures, except for the skull. The skull is definitely weird, bit wacky, too thick, bit cartoonish. That's the only real problem I have with it. The paint scheme is interesting, it's dark, and it looks quite nice, although it doesn't really seem 100% scientifically plausible, but at least it's better than the goddamn Safari one. But, yeah, I still have a lot of problems with that figure. I just find now it looks a bit kind of bland. There's nothing necessarily special about it. It's just kind of a mid-range figure. It's still better than the Safari one, I'll keep on saying that. But, I don't know, I'd say it's maybe a 7.5, possibly an 8 out of 10. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but from this point I'm not 100% sure which one came first. I'm just gonna go with one I think it is. The Reborn Spino. I mean, we don't actually have it in hand. It's not publicly released yet. And I don't even think we've seen a color scheme for it. But from what we've seen, I like it. It's a bit stylized. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. They do it well. It's noticeably quadrupedal, which is, I mean, if you don't know why that's wrong, search it up for yourself. Basically, we know for a fact Spino is not quadrupedal. It was definitely short-legged. That is not debatable. I know some people like to say it is, but let's just grow up and understand that yes, the short-legged Spinosaurus is the thing, but we know for a fact that it was definitely not quadrupedal, unless we actually find some proper arm material, which we do not currently have. But as of right now, it was just a short-legged bipedal. That's how it is. That's how it will forever be until, I don't know, new stuff comes up. But onto the actual figure itself, it's, yeah, like I said, it's good. There's nothing necessarily bad about it. I mean, it's not a real in-hand thing, and there's no color scheme, so there's not much to judge, but from what we can see, it's nice, and, you know, I like it. I'll definitely be getting it, plus part of their grab-and-go line, which, if you don't know, are going to be cheaper than the normal models, which I am so happy about. I am so happy they're doing that now. But, yeah, based on the images so far, it's like an 8.5, maybe a 8.75 out of 10. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, for this next one, I'm going to be kind of quick about it, because, I already made a video on this guy. Wow, you probably already know what it is. It's the Papo Spino. There's not much to say about it. I mean, my opinion hasn't changed much. Yes, I realize it's a bit of a monster look. It's a bit exaggerated in its overall design. The pose is a little weird. I did think I mentioned that in the first time. But the overall detail and the paint scheme especially is so good, and definitely, like, in my opinion, the best out of all of these. Just the detailing and the paint, it's so amazing. I don't know what's about it, but just the amount of preciseness in all of this figure, it blows me away. I've fallen in love with it. I definitely give this figure a 9.5 out of 10. I understand that it's not scientifically accurate, and it definitely has its issues, but just the rest of it, it's just so amazing. I don't know what more to say. I really like it. I know a lot of people like it also. Just the overall design is so amazing, in my opinion. I almost completely overlook accuracy in this one. I know I shouldn't, so a part of me sticks on it. But, yeah, I'm already in the reservation list on Everything Dinosaur, so I am getting this guy 100%. I am so happy. I cannot wait to get this guy. And although it was pushed back, I believe it has a September release now. But, Oh yeah, love this guy. Easy 9.5 out of 10. Let's keep on going. Alright, now after just hitting that high note, we are about to drop down. At least in my eyes. I almost didn't want to count this one, since it's technically not like an official company release, but everyone's talking about it, so I need to talk about it too, because everyone really likes it, and I absolutely despise it. I am talking about Kayakasaurus' Spino model. Everyone really, really likes it, everyone's obsessed with it, everyone wants to just, I don't know, ejaculate to it. I've looked at it many times, I've scanned it, I've looked all over, and I swear to God, I do not understand what people see in it. It is the most just weird figure. It's kind of like this thing, I guess the entire process behind it must have been like, well, we don't know that much about Spino, so I'm just gonna ignore all what we do know and just make something else. Like, yeah, it's not scientifically accurate at all. It looks like it was made back in 2011. Like, literally. The sail, to begin with, has 3 bumps on it. Why? What? Why? I'm just gonna ignore that for now, but, the skull looks like that of a Suchomimus. For some goddamn reason, I don't know, it looks nothing like a spinal skull. The legs are so long for some goddamn... Why are they so long? I've talked about it just before. It's not a debate anymore if it was short-legged or not. We know for a fact there's too much backing towards it. I mean, basically the entire paleontology community has already agreed on this fact. I don't know why some people are still trying to ignore it, and it's kind of hurting me. I mean, honestly, I used to. And now I look back on that and I laugh at myself for being an idiot. If you still believe in it, I'm not trying to call you an idiot. But hopefully you can understand where I'm coming from. Because, I mean, there's just no real backing towards it. And I realize that myself. I used to think the other way. But, yeah. Not much else to really base it on. I mean, we don't have a color scheme. Plus, it's a resin kit. You gotta buy it. You buy it. And then you paint it yourself, so I mean, that's paint-wise, it's all based on what people do with it. Detailing is okay. I mean, it's not necessarily special. It's better than the Safari one, probably somewhere near the Schleich one. But the accuracy and just the idea behind it is so painful. I knew I was gonna be disappointed the moment I saw the skeletal used for it. If I'm correct, that skeletal, I don't know what else to say about it other than that I'm just really disappointed. I mean, I find most of Kayakasaurus' stuff to be really, really good. I was very disappointed with it. Sorry if I'm talking fast. I just talk fast when I get mad. I'm not necessarily mad. I'm just disappointed. Whatever, I give it like a 4 out of 10. Last but not least, it's one I have a strange, inconsistent opinion about, and that is the PNSO Spino. Now, overall, I think it's a good-looking figure. It has a lot of pros similar to the Papo Spino, where the detailing is just really nice. The paint scheme, a little bit on the boring side, but overall, it's very well executed from what I've seen. Go check out Bionicsaurus' review. He shows it off very, very well. Great, highly recommend. But yeah, overall, it's just a really nice figure. And the pose is nice, the base is nice. Just the problem I have with it is accuracy. It does not completely stand in terms of accuracy. The 3 main problems are shrink wrapping, skull shape, and hands. I mean, I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'll be very quick with it. Again, go check out Bionicle's video. It's really, really nice. It explains it perfectly. Everything you gotta know. Gosh, I don't know where I want to put this figure as a fail or a pass. I'm gonna have to put it as a 6 out of 10. A strong 6 out of 10. No. 6.5. Yeah, 6.5. I think that's fair. It's a pass, but just barely. Maybe when I get it in hand, if I ever do, I'll rank it higher, but honestly, I don't see that happening. Whatever, thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. Also, I hope you liked the new intro I made recently. That was more of the test. I'm probably gonna refine it, make it look a little nicer. But, thank you all for watching, and I hope I can see you in the next video within the next at least 3 to 4 months. Goodbye. Quickly before I end the video, I just want to recommend one last time to go check out Bionicle's video, link in the description, and also come join Dino Nation. It's a great place, great Discord. As I mentioned before, I'm a moderator there. I can help you if you want to come on. You can have a great time. We talk all about dinosaurs and other related stuff. So, drop on by, have a beer, and have some fun.